How dangerous is real life in the wild? Although the shelter hidden deep in the tree hole is safe enough, but the swarming tigers and overflowing wolves could freeze frame you forever. If you don't pay attention, you don't know who will add food to whom. As a ceiling for wilderness survival, Colin already owns multiple properties in the wilderness, especially deep underground and tree shelters. It attracted hundreds of millions of people to watch. But due to the location problem, as a result, wolves often come to visit at night. For your own safety, he had no choice but to abandon this place, find a safer and more hidden foothold. One man and one dog walked like this for a long time, suddenly blocked by the towering ancient tree in front of him. There is a small dead tree under the old tree, although its interior has long since decayed. But the space inside is very spacious. If converted into a shelter, that must be a very good choice. So when he had an idea, he took out his tools and carved lines on the trunk, then continued to use the hand drill to drill small holes in the corresponding position. The purpose is to facilitate the penetration of the sentence into it, so as to cut the entrance to the shelter. At the same time, it can also be used as a gate in the later stage. It's the best of both worlds. After Kling struggled to open the wooden door, he found that the interior was indeed hollow. It only takes a little bit of upgrading to survive here forever. When he cleans up the debris inside and opens the back door. After cutting, I feel that the interior is a little too small. The dog can't even lie down straight, so he decided to hide the shelter underground. The soft black soil is easy to dig up. I feel like it's a pity not to grow vegetables. His greatest resistance to work has always been the roots buried in the ground. This stuff is harder to transport than dirt. Fortunately, Colin was young and strong and didn't know what tiredness was, or quickly dug up a grave of the right size, rather than a sanctuary. This efficiency is comparable to the engineering team. Then he used a shovel to draw lines in the corners, dig in and dig out the fireplace. After all, the temperature difference between day and night in the wilderness is very large. If the warm measures are not done well, it must be frozen until your teeth fight at night. And when he was done, he went up and mapped out the general area of the fireplace. It's a pity that the dog thought this was his lair, to prevent collapse when digging smoke exhaust holes. The built-in design does not take up interior space. Colin had to use a special method. I saw him find a stick nearby, sharpen the bottom first, and then insert it into the deep pit to make a cutting device. You need to be very careful when tapping. Otherwise, if you don't pay attention, you have to probe directly. And in the process of just collecting the wood, he also found a hollow tree stump nearby. Isn't that cool? It just so happens that the shallots are still short of building materials. He confirmed to the street that there is no problem. Red. He went to the stream to collect fresh water, getting ready to make some adhesive to seal the exhaust pipes. The quality of the clay mixed out of this batch of soil is not high, so he's filling it with dead grass. After applying it to the inside and outside, it will not crack easily when it dries later. He's just getting into the groove. The sky starts to snow. Colin hastily gathered some firewood and put it in the fireplace to light it. I laid the bed frame unhurriedly under the reflection of the campfire. Now the roof of this shelter is not perfect. Colin also doesn't give himself an excuse to be lazy, and we hastily found bigger logs to put on the roof of the shelter. This quality is not worried about collapse at all. Even if a few hundred caddies of wild boars pass by, it still guarantees that it will not shake. As for the gaps between the roofs, Colin chose to fill it with clay. After all, nothing is more suitable than him. The door on the side also uses the same method to prevent the air conditioner from penetrating the home to the greatest extent. At this time, the dog is still sleeping peacefully, after he smeared all the gaps, and then they fill it with sand. Then go not far to find dead leaves sprinkled around the new home as a camouflage. Immediately integrate the appearance with the environment. He didn't even let go of the dead tree stump. Keep any beast and you won't find yourself. The remaining doors are relatively simple to make. Just connect the bark and it will take shape. But it's more convenient to open and close. Naturally, a door handle is installed inside. At this point, even if the shelter is completely completed, Colin can also transport luggage indoors. Then treat yourself to a delicious meal. He wants to have chicken thighs for dinner tonight. For more delicious chicken thighs, he also added back incense to add new incense. Wait for 20 minutes. The drumsticks have become soft and bony, with fragrant bread. Don't mention how delicious it is. Even the dog got his due share and waited until he was full before lying down to rest. This sanctuary gives people a sense of security. I only squinted for less than 10 minutes. Colin was awakened by a wolf howl. This kid is also brave. He actually went out with a lamp to check. It didn't take long to find a few lost wild boars and a pack of wolves foraging late at night. Frightened, he immediately hid in the tree hole without looking back. Fortunately, the shelter as a whole is strong enough, and it looks unusually hidden. There is no danger to life when sleeping in it.